Okay, today's agenda. Welcome back after spring break and back to week 3 of online learning. Yep, we'll probably have to be going for this for the rest of the year. So things will be adjusting as we go along. But right now we're gonna finish up we're gonna call it good with the Unit 2 notebook. Probably do it more individually, but we're gonna insert a couple more slides one more time here. Slides 5 through 7 in the supplemental and assignment 15. Slides 5 through 7 in the supplemental assignment 15 will become 5, 6, and 7. So go ahead and copy and paste those in 5, 6, and 7. Remember, you can hit them at the same time by hitting Control and then the touchpad at the same time to do that. Becoming 8, 9, and 10 in the regular notebook. 8, 9, and 10. 5, 6, 7 become 8, 9, and 10. If you'll have this if you win full access to this to be able to do that. So what you're going to do. One, you're going to take notes from a self-paced Pear Deck. Okay, so there's going to be a link to a self-paced Pear Deck, and you don't even need to sign into it. The link will be direct, and you will go ahead and do this Pear Deck as we go along here. You see, I've been working my way through it. As we go along here, and it's probably just going to be slow on me. So it will have notes that you'll need to take, and then at some point in time, there will be questions. One of which will ask you to some will be multiple choice. Some will you ask you to draw a line matching up the due process amendments, and you can do that with different color. Different color pens. This is probably the most complicated one, so I'm glad I went on it. And then other questions, and then to answer the multiple choice, look at it, look at the question, and then to answer it, come up here and do that. So it's self-paced, meaning you do it at your own pace. You can have literally 2 windows open, have your window open with this, and then have your window open with your notes to be able to get it. Also, one more thing to point out, you'll notice up here that you can, in the background, start. You don't have to open it up, but in the background, start my voice. I know you don't like hearing my voice, but you don't have to hear it very much anymore. So to start my voice, I go through and explain each of these as I'm going along. So you might want to put me on background and just have me in the background on another tab with the YouTube open. That will help explain what's going on. Basically, it's just me in a screencast like this, and you might want to do that. Do that as well. I'm not going to tell you to might want to do that. Do that. That's due on Wednesday 4/8. So then the whole notebook is due. Okay, the self-paced completion of the multiple choice matching questions, and then the notes are due on Wednesday 4/8. The Padlet that we had left off with before break, where you were looking at the first 3 columns, because we're going to start talking about exchange principle and the ideas of the exchange principle. That's what the notes focus on. You take things with you, you leave things at the crime scene, in addition to some other key elements of the amendments and 4 through 8 and so on. So I've done the Padlet. You need to do it, and some of you haven't done it, and some of you I need to put in here. You need to look at these now and answer the other 2. So looking at the other people's responses to what they might leave behind, what did you not think of? So in other words, what kinds of things might you leave behind? So look at people's responses to that first one, and got my car repair bill there, and look at what you might leave behind, and then look at other people's responses, what they might pick up from each place, and what did you not think of, is looking at other people's responses. So the second one, and this one, someone robbed your friend's house. How could you defend yourself? We'll talk a little bit more about due process and how that goes along as time goes on. The movie, the modern movie. Some of you turned that in already. You're just going to be ahead for Wednesday, because that's what we're going to continue with Wednesday after we start talking about forensic science a little bit more. So those of you who get this turned in, great. Right now, all you have done is numbers 1 through 7. So don't worry about that right now. If you got it done, great. You got Wednesday's stuff done, but right now it's just numbers 1 through 7. The first 3 cases. That's all we had done previously. Classification of crimes, creed terms. Some of you still needed to finish some of your testing from before the test, the quiz, the other activities that you needed to do, and what the attached slideshow will show you. A 90% in a test. Attach the 4 screenshots, a learn, a write, and a test, a score of 90%, and one other game of match or gravity. Most of you did that. A couple of you needed to do the crime cases and respond to more people. This was a small little test grade. So on the classification of crimes in terms of finishing the quiz. So if you need to do that, please do so. I think that's it for now. That covers everything. Again, if you need to join, do that. If you need to join the discussion Tuesdays and Thursdays 9 to 12 on Zoom, look for that link to be able to join the Zoom meeting. The link is at the top of Classroom, and it will still be there. And if it needs to be modified, it'll be there. And also, I'll send out the remind. So again, the major things to do for Wednesday, on Wednesday, the criminal investigation notebook, Unit 2 notebook. We're just going to close it down after we insert 5 through 7 of the supplemental to become 8 through 10, and then the self-paced Parrot Deck as you're doing completing the notes, and listening to me in the background would be helpful. This don't worry about, just cover 1 through 7 for now. Even if you don't have that, you can catch up with that on Wednesday. And then the Padlet, responding to the other two. If you haven't done the first 3 columns, and you need to do that as well. There's a couple of you that I need to insert some of those columns in there. Okay, so questions, email, Google private message, Classroom private message, remind text, or patch into office hours.